This is the Sharp SMD2489ES Smart Microwave Drawer Oven, and after 3 months of daily use, I've got real thoughts on how it looks, works, and fits into everyday cooking. I bought it because I wanted a clean, modern kitchen without a big door-style microwave sitting at eye level. The drawer format felt like the right move, and the handleless face with edge-to-edge black glass really does blend into the cabinetry. In my opinion, the design is the strongest part of this product. It sits flush, the stainless trim is subtle, and when the control panel slides out and tilts toward you at that 45-degree angle, it feels premium in a way a standard microwave rarely does. From my experience, the setup and installation were pretty straightforward for a built-in. The internal airflow meant we didn't need an extra trim kit just to vent it. It's heavy, so I let a pro handle the mounting, but once it was in, it looked like it came with the cabinets from day one. If you care about a seamless look, this supports it. No awkward gaps, no bulky frame, just a clean, integrated face. Key features that stood out to me start with the easy wave open. You wave up and down on the left side and the drawer glides out automatically. When my hands are messy or full, it's a small joy. It closes with a light nudge or a button press, and the motorized glide is smooth enough that soup or coffee never sloshes. The control panel is hidden until you tap it, which keeps the front clean. The app connects over Wi-Fi, and the Alexa integration lets me say things like, "Alexa, open the microwave," or "Alexa, defrost 1 pound of chicken." The voice defrost routines actually work pretty well because they map to preset programs instead of guessing. The inside is 1.2 cubic feet, big enough for a 9x13 pan, a 4-quart casserole, or a tall travel mug. There's no turntable. The floor is flat and easy to wipe, and I like that for large rectangular dishes. The heating comes from the top, and most days I get even results. Reheating pasta or rice still benefits from a stir halfway, which is true for me with any microwave. At 950 watts, it's a touch slower than my old 1100-watt countertop unit. To give a simple example, my large mug of water is near a simmer at around 230 to 3, rather than closer to 2 ed. Not a deal breaker, just a small adjustment to my timing. The sensor programs have been reliable for me. Potatoes cook through without guesswork, and the melt-soften presets for butter and chocolate hit the right balance. Reheat for leftovers is decent. I usually add 15 to 30 seconds for denser foods. I saved a couple of routines in the app, like 45 seconds at 80% for coffee and 130 at 70% for oatmeal, so I can send them quickly. To be clear, I still have to close the drawer at the unit. The app is more about selecting and sending settings than doing everything from the phone with the drawer open. It's handy when I already know the exact time and power that works for something I cook all the time. Now for the stuff that took getting used to. The basic workflow is different from a door microwave. I open the hidden panel, then open the drawer, load the dish, close the drawer, set time, and hit start. The panel layout looks great, but puts open-close right next to start. More than once I've tapped open when I meant to start. I've retrained my thumb, but it was annoying in the beginning. Also, the motion sensor for the drawer is helpful, but can be touchier than I expected. I had one false trigger while cleaning the counter right beside it. I set the sensitivity lower, and that solved it for me. It's worth digging into the settings if you see the same thing. Noise-wise, it has a firmer hum and fan sound than my last countertop microwave. Not obnoxious, but noticeable. The drawer movement is whispery. The cooking sound is where you'll hear it most. On the positive side, the lack of a turntable is a dream for cleaning. Crumbs wipe off the flat base in seconds, and there's no ring to remove or alignment to fuss with. Alexa control has been a mixed bag for me. Defrost by weight and some heat commands work well. Open the microwave is genuinely helpful when my hands are full. I do wish I could also tell it to close. That's the one gap that breaks the full hands-free flow, because I still have to tap the button or nudge the drawer. For me, it's not a deal breaker, just a half step short of perfect. I had some worries going in because I read scattered reports about reliability on older units, especially around the control panel. 3 months in, mine has been solid. The panel deploys every time, the app stays connected, and no weird error messages. I'll keep an eye on it long term, but so far it's been consistent and stable, and the finish still looks new after a lot of fingerprints and wipes. It's perfect for anyone chasing a minimalist kitchen, or anyone who wants to move the microwave off the counter without giving up capacity. If you often handle heavy hot dishes, the drawer design is easier and safer than reaching up and over a swinging door. I slide a 9x13 in with 2 hands and a straight posture, which feels much more secure. It's also ideal if you care about easy cleanup. The flat floor and bright interior make it simple to spot and wipe splatters. In my opinion, the stronger this product's case gets, the more you value integration and convenience over pure speed. At 950 watts, it's strong enough for everything I do, but you'll add a bit of time versus the fastest units out there. The trade is that you get a clean face, smart options, and a well-executed drawer experience that changes how you move around the kitchen. From my experience, here's what stands out day to day. The concealed panel is more than a party trick. It keeps the kitchen visually calm. The smooth open and close motion reduces spills. The presets for melt and soften are dialed in. The app favorites help me be consistent with common tasks. The voice controls are useful but not complete, and the control panel button placement could be better. The motion sensor is convenient, but I recommend adjusting its sensitivity based on your counter habits. I'd recommend this for homeowners planning a modern kitchen or a remodel where flush mounting and a premium look matter. And for cooks who value an easy-to-load cavity with no turntable to fight. If you're expecting the absolutely fastest heat times, or want a bare-bones interface with 1 or 2 buttons, this isn't that. This is about blending into the room and making everyday tasks feel a little more refined. In conclusion, the Sharp SMD2489ES nails the aesthetic goal and brings genuinely helpful touches to daily cooking. It's not perfect. It asks you to adapt to a different flow and to live with a wattage that's solid but not blazing. Still, after 3 months, it's become a natural part of my routine. I like how it looks, I like how it loads, and I've learned how to get the best from its smart features without depending on them for everything. If you're building for clean lines and want a microwave that behaves like part of the cabinetry rather than something stuck on top of it, this fits the brief, and then some. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe to the channel and drop your questions or your own experience in the comments. Thank you for watching.